because it's colder.
It's not too bad. It's actually not that bad out here tonight here, like a fall. It's a little chilly, a little sprinkly. I think the rain has stopped, though.
The dedicated football communities like Franklin and Muskego, they always come out. That's something to point out between both teams. That's why they're always good.
Both these franchises they have a really storied franchise here in Muskego. Obviously, the last couple of years went deep into the playoffs. 2018, 2019 state champions. Franklin Sabres football, 2021 state champions. Both teams trying to fight for a chance for the game to go to state next week.
2018, Muskego beat Kimberly. 2019, they beat Bayport. 2021, Franklin beat Sun Prairie, which is now Sun Prairie East High School.
Yep.
They split apart two Sun Prairie high schools between West and East now. So
really big.
That was the last year they got Sun Prairie normal school. So
really big score update. We're going to keep you guys tuned with this. Sussex Hamilton versus Verona here, the 1 and 2 seed on the north side of this region. As the winner of that game will play the winner of this game of Franklin versus Muskego here. They're evened up at 7.5, but let's go back to this game here. Franklin started off really iffy. Muskego came out of the gate with the double wing offense, starting really hot, running the ball, and now Franklin took all the momentum with that touchdown from Jocks Brooks after a good defensive stop. It's been all defense the rest of that way the first half, but Franklin, they get the ball here. They've kept that momentum and see if they can build off of it here to take a lead over number 1 Muskego.
So Muskego's set to kick it off. If you could see in the distance, I'm not sure which way the cameras point out, but Muskego's become one of the next high schools to build the indoor field house. So that's what Sussex Hamilton has and Kimberly has as well. So it's basically a thing where football teams could practice inside.
Soccer too.
Baseball could even practice in there. Like at Kimberly, I know the baseball program practices in there.
Soccer program's really good here too.
Especially the girls.
Yep.
And the boys aren't that bad too. They had a better year this year. But the girls, I think two championships in a row now.
Let's talk about Franklin's athletics this year too. How about this? Girls volleyball got eliminated by Appleton North yesterday in volleyball, but they made it to state yesterday.
Yep.
Made it to the Resch Center. Boys volleyball came 1 win short. Boys soccer came 1 win short. They had a team cross country thing at state too, I believe. Right?
You know what's kind of ironic about all that stuff?
What's up?
3 of the games they had to go to state, they beat their rival, Oak Creek, which is just devastating for a school like that because
devastating for Oak Creek when your school is known for the girls volleyball.
Not football, because they beat, but obviously they're not going to state yet. I mean, we will know next week if they're going to be in state. They got to win this game first.
They could do it though. It's all up there. A game could go either way if it's Verona versus Sussex Hamilton too next week. We don't know the winner of both of these games. How about that?
Kick is away. And it'll be receded about the 9-yard line, out to the 15, out to the 20, cut to the right side, take it down, and it's going to be taken down, pushed all the way back, stopped before taken down by the refs because of the gain. So 15-yard line, I believe Franklin will start at. They decided to take it out that time, so the third quarter is officially underway here. 7-7 game we have here. It's going to be an exciting finish.
Both the games, that would be the sectional final matchup. It would be tied at 7-7 at half. It's a really good night here. I think the defenses are going to come out both with 3 and outs to start this one here. I mean, the adjustments will come big. Here, plug your mic in. Plug it back in. It's a little iffy.
So now there we go.
There you go.
So here we go. All right, here we go. First and 10 from the 15. Calais hands it off to Shelton. Shelton cut around the right side.
Getting about 2 on the about almost 5 yards on the carry right there for Shelton. Gonna be second down to 5 now. Franklin.
There we go. Here,
my bad.
Yep. So, second and 5 from the 23-yard line. 2 wide receivers on the left.
Those guys, Brooks, Drakowski.
1 guy on the right. Calais hands it off to Shelton. Shelton pushing up the middle. Keeson pushing. Oh, just short about one. Look at that, the other side of the field, speaking of that. 2 guys having Franklin versus Muskego wrestling duel out there.
Conference rivalry game. That was Andrew Human, the tight end. Number 1 for Muskego, Brady Hojanacki on the look like a wrestling match right there.
On the wrestling match. The 40-yard line.
Just wrestling match.
Yeah. Hope they're both going out for their both successful wrestling programs here at
they're going to get Franklin on the first down too. So
first down to 10 from about the 28. 3 wide receivers on the left. No guys on the right. One guy in the
Very
backfield.
interesting choice of running the ball 3 times, and they're going to go to it again.
Clay gets the snap, hands it off to Shelton. Shelton take it down. It's about the 30-yard line. He gets about 1 or 2 on the
Saying
play.
it again right here. Franklin, the whole game, you just can't just run the ball literally every single play. You're gonna have to pass the ball a couple times. Otherwise, Muskego, they're gonna get onto it right away and find a way to stop Terrence Shelton, bringing guys all in and trying to stop him here. Dude, you're.
Let's see if I can hear it on here.
I hear it on mine.
So 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 guy to the right. Clay rolls back to
He's gonna get.
Clay rolling the left. He avoids the sack. There he goes at the 25-yard line.
Look at that!
Clay could not get away.
The quarterback that came there is Jack Plackelman on the sack right there. Inside linebacker, cut right through from that right side. And Clay, that's a huge loss right there. 3rd and 14 coming up for the Franklin Sabres.
So for the 25, 3 wide receivers on the right, 1 guy on the left, 1 guy in the backfield. Shelton next to Clay. Clay gets the snap, rolls back to pass, rolls to the right. Now, there's a hold. It goes downfield. Clay
Intercepted.
By Muskego at the 45-yard line. Muskego will come out in the field pouring down.
Look at that. Everybody on Muskego's side hype. They got the cowbells out now, and a huge momentum shift right back to the Warriors. It's that type of game, Matt Peck. That's just what the doctor answered for Muskego right there.
Today in the Muskego area community page, somebody was giving away or selling cowbells for tonight's game. So everybody said that. It made me think of it.
Reminds me a little bit of when we go to Muskego.
Yeah.
Except it's not as bad because like everybody has it at Muskego, but I like that better.
I mean, Muskego got good fans though too. Yeah, they're passionate about their team. So just like Muskego, like we saw last year at level 3. So Muskego had the ball in the 47. 1st and 10 of Franklin after the interception. Horn gets the snap, hands it off up the middle. And Labish.
He's going nowhere.
Going nowhere. I kind of lost there. Wait, play is still moving there. I mean,
I'm going to lose yards too.
Double wing is always tricky. Let's just say that.
Let's say this now. Franklin, after that first drive, they've kept Muskego in that double wing offense in check.
So 7-7 game, 8:55 left here in the 3rd quarter. Muskego has the ball on the Franklin side of the field, about the 50-yard line exactly.
Like I just heard next to me, you gotta throw that rock right there. I mean, you got Aiden Krause for a reason on your team, and in a game like this, you're gonna have to throw the ball.
So 1 wide receiver on the right, everyone else behind Horn.
Braden Horn has been pretty good throwing the ball so far today, so it would be good to see something right here. But
so a flag is thrown. Let's see who that's gonna be. It's going to be a delay of game on Muskego.
A little slow on the snap right there, or trying to get the play call a little late. Now they're going to redrop another play here. Now I really think you have to go past now. You're
2nd and 13. Yeah, I think that would be a good.
More than 2nd and 13. It's going to be 2nd and 18 now after the false start.
Oh, yeah, 2nd and 18 now.
You're going to have to pass it, I believe, now here. And you got to go to your guy, Aiden Krause on that left side.
All right, so 2nd and 18 now from the 44-yard line. Horn awaiting the snap. Got to get to the. Horn's going to hand it off. And
there's Max Schneider.
Cut back into the left.
First
take it down. He's got a first down. Gain about 18 or 19 on the play.
And how about a play where you're gonna? It looks like you're gonna pass the ball because it's 2nd down and long. And then how about that with the double wing offense? You don't know what to expect, and then you run it up the middle with Max Schneider. That time, one of the guys that you don't see it that much with out of the Lisa and the double wing terrific trio. But now they're on the Franklin side of the field, enemy territory on the 36.
1 guy on the right line from Muskego. No guys on the left. 1 guy in the backfield from the 36. Oh, Franklin moved.
Yep.
It's going to be offsides on Franklin. Offsides on the defense. So Muskego's going to move 5 more yards. The middle, you can see him. He moved like pretty much. I kind of saw it coming right when the flag was thrown.
Chase Miller too.
Yeah.
Star defensive lineman, offensive lineman for the Sabres moving there. Rare mistake from him right there. He's ready. Double wing offense is that tricky that he really got tricked right there too, just from before the play even started.
So 3 guys in the backfield, no guys outside for Muskego. Gets the head. Horn gets the snap. Gonna pass this time. Going down.
man.
It's intercepted at the 30. Oh my Lord! He might take it all the way. 50, 40, 35, 20, 10. Touchdown, Franklin!
Oh my goodness!
Pick 6.
And he should have thrown it to Jack Labish right there, but instead, Dominic Walters, defensive back. Are you kidding me?
So Franklin grabs the lead here on the road.
Braden Horn, you don't pass the ball that much. It's a big mistake right there in a big game.
He had a guy a little bit more open.
I think he had Jack Labish open right there.
Yeah,
You
he
could have
did.
thrown it to him right there. He was right there. You could just went quick pass there instead of trying to go deep. He underthrew his guys that were going deep. That was Krause. The Krauses were going deep, and nobody was there. And Braden Horn underthrew it, and they had made it. Franklin made him pay for that. I'll say that.
Yeah, so Muskego's offense is going to come back out fighting now.
Cooper Miller.
Miller's going to kick. Cooper Miller's going to kick the extra point now for Franklin.
They got the lead now.
The kick is good. It's a 14-7 Franklin game with 7:23 left here in the third quarter. We will take a game break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Muskego High School. Packed audience here. 7:23 remaining here in the third quarter. Franklin, pick 6. Highlight moment there for the Sabres today. So Franklin up 14-7 now.
The shot right there, the sophomore Dominic Walters defensive back. Sophomore got that big play, and he could end up being the hero for this Franklin Sabres team here, number 32. Very Franklin as they have a 14-7 lead now here with 7:23 to go in the third quarter. This game is ways away from over though. We are only 5 minutes in the second half, but that is a huge momentum shifter here. So we're going to kick off now.
And the kick is away. It's going to be taken out the 1. Out to the 15, to the 20. Crowley goes cutting it out to the side. Cutting down. Going down to the 39, 40-yard line. Muskego's offense will come back out.
Everyone was going down, pushing him down like it was a fumble or something, but he just got tackled. It was just not hard to tackle Krause that time. And that's a pretty good start after that pick 6 right there by Braden Horn in his drive. You gotta be able to.
Come on.
All right, now I forgot what I was gonna.
For the 40-yard
All right, anyways, for the 40-yard line,
Muskego.
1st and 10, Muskego.
Down 14-7 after the pick.
Down 14-7 after the pick 6, but a new possession here.
Horn,
So
you can't make any stupid throws this drive here. You gotta let go of that. You
bad
gotta let
throws.
go of it. And now you gotta move on.
One guy in the right for Muskego.
one guy in the right for Muskego, 2 guys in the backfield.
Horn away in the snap.
Horn awaiting the snap.
That's false
Horn
start.
gets a snap. False start on Muskego.
Yeah. That could just be the ending up as the killer here in this game. Penalties. We've seen it last drive from Franklin jumping off sides, and now when the motion man went, lineman jumped for the Warriors.
So
7-12 left here in the third quarter.
7:12 left here in the third quarter. Muskego 1st and 15 now from the 35-yard line.
One guy in the left.
Two guys in the backfield, 1 guy in the left. Horn away in the snap.
Hands it off up the
Horn
middle.
gets the snap, hands it off
Pretty
up the
well.
middle. Read pretty well
Getting about
there.
1 on the carry right there.
So Franklin's defense starting to read the run well.
So Franklin's defense starting to read the run well. So I think Muskego needs
Passed
to.
last time and look what happened. So
Well, they
yeah,
passed last time, and
yeah.
look what happened. So I mean, like they're kind of in a trick motion here because it's like now you might be afraid to
But at
pass
the
the
same
ball
time,
because of the interception.
you have to still, I feel like. I mean, this is
Yeah.
late stages here of the game, second half, and you got to find creative ways to try to get the ball down the field when the defense is going to stop them here. Look at Franklin. They got 6 guys trying to rush.
Snap.
Cutting around the right side.
Cutting around the right side. He got a bounce about the
Schneider.
41-yard line. That was Schneider that time. I couldn't tell the ball there. That was a pretty good run play there. They had one guy running to the left and one guy running to the right.
Down to 9 now.
Muskego historically known for their run game.
Muskego historically known for their run game for
But here's the
10,
thing right now.
10 years at least.
Understand that Braden Horn had that miscue that last drive right here. But I think you're going to have to pass it right here.
Yeah, so
They're down to 9.
Yeah, so third and 9, 6:32 left here.
Franklin leads 14-7.
Quarter Franklin leads 14-7. One wide receiver on the
One
left.
guy's kind of stacked in, one guy in the back.
Two guys kind of stacked the guy in the back behind Horn.
The snap.
Horn waiting to snap.
Gets the snap.
They're going to run it.
Gets the snap.
Left side, running it out to the left side.
Left side, running it out to the left side.
I don't know.
Not going anywhere that time. So Franklin
I guess
gets the
you
stop
want
on
to say
defense.
that time that Muskego, you want to trick them up again and run it and hope they expect a pass, but they expected a run this time, and Franklin got lucky that time and got the stop. But Franklin, they're going to get the ball right back here. I don't know about that play call, though. Interesting right there, but Muskego's going to have to punt.
So now Muskego's gonna have.
Let's just say this right
Although
now.
let's just say this right
Crazy
now.
things have happened.
No, yeah, but
Muskego-
Franklin-
No, yeah, but but Franklin scored their only points in the the third quarter was on defense, so they haven't scored on offense yet.
Coming after him, he hits hard.
Coming after him, he hits hard,
Balls in the air.
and it's the balls in the air.
Franklin.
You gotta grab it if you're Franklin.
Oh, my goodness.
It was blocked.
It was blocked.
Franklin. All the momentum has shifted to them, and here we go. The Sabres are going to get the ball now in enemy territory. And now, that was a really big miscue now by the long snapper on the punt. It was a very low snap, and it went right down. Went right back up. 2 Franklin guys right there, and you knew right away that thing was getting blocked. And they was able to take down Braden Brass, the punter. But Franklin now they got really excellent field position to put this game up to 21-7 now.
Yes, they do.
So now taking.
Sorry, I had to do something with my computer real quick. I had to look down. What the heck?
Oh.
Stick went off.
Jesus, this thing went off. My YouTube stream
all
went
right.
down.
Take a quick.
So we take a quick.
Oh, no, I
Elijah, get out of. Well, no, I probably can still call. I'm just. Oh, here we go.
Let's check some scores here while we're at it. Probably got some big.
Okay, let's go.
Here, just take over play.
Here, just take
All right.
over play real quick.
Clay in the backfield with Terrence Shelton in the backfield. Jocks Brooks on the left. Looks like can't see who that is on the right. So Clay gets the high snap, hands it off to Shelton, going up the middle, pawing through different defenders, and he'll be about a couple yards short of a first down. Badger still leads Kettle Moraine midway through the third quarter, 21-0.
All right, I think I'm back.
All right, I think
And
I'm
Sussex
back.
Hamilton retakes the lead over Verona, 13-7 in the second half.
So we got second.
So we got third and 1 for the Sabres. Might as well
Yeah,
just take that
you
real
need that.
quick.
I forgot.
So yeah, the YouTube stream.
So yeah, the YouTube stream went down real quick. We just used that to
Record our games.
record our games. That's why we do it. Not really to make money.
People that want to listen to the
Four.
replay.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So take it up the middle
and
and
down in the back.
down in the backfield he goes, but
That's third and 11.
that's third and 11. I thought. Wait.
No, that's first down.
First down 10. Why did I look?
I need glasses.
I need glasses. I'm telling you.
Anyways,
Back at it.
You need glasses. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, say that to the broadcast.
I'm just saying. I'm just.
I'm like,
oh,
oh. What am I saying? So Franklin has the ball on the 19. One guy on the right, one guy in the backfield being Shelton. Clay gets the snap, hands it off to Shelton again. Shelton trying to cut back to the middle. Shelton take it down at about the 15. Somewhere around
Something
there.
I really noticed about this Franklin offense now too, as more time goes on running the ball, they've become really dominant running the football to the point where they only got one wide receiver on the field.
Yeah.
You trust Shelton that much to that point where you can just run the ball anytime you want now if you're Franklin.
That's 100% true. I mean, so now it's 2nd and 6 from the 13.
Obviously
for Franklin.
plays like this, though, like second and third downs, you can have guys like Drakowski and Brooks, Andrew Human on the field to try to get some touchdowns right here.
Two wide receivers on the left. Calais looks to pass over the middle. That is.
Human.
He holds on to it. Human down to the 5-yard line. Wow, that was a hard hit, too. I'm surprised.
Hey, Andrew Human's a big tight end.
Yeah.
Got to give him credit right there, the senior. He's their best tight end on the Sabres. We got 2 guys, Wade Meisner and Andrew Human, the first string. And now, yeah, the 5-yard line here. All you have to do for Franklin is run the ball over there with Shelton, get the ball in, and you're up 2 possessions here late in the third.
First and goal for the 4. 1 wide receiver on the right for Franklin. Calais hands it off to Shelton. Shelton take it down about the 2-yard line, kind of like trying to dive in, but just a little bit short. So it'll be second and goal now from about the 2 for Franklin. Has a chance to go up 2 possessions, like you just said. I mean, that's key.
That might be a killer for Muskego right there.
Although Muskego's got a good defense, so all they got to do is stop them 2 more times. It's only a 10-point game.
I would think, yeah.
So 1 wide receiver on the right. Oh, flag is thrown.
What is that? Yeah.
I think it's going to be a false.
If it stands as a false start, that's a really
Yep.
That's a really big penalty right there. Good break for Muskego. Now, what are we at? Second and goal from the 7 now.
Yep.
I don't know what the Duluth Browns going to drop right now, but the run game has been really amazing with Terrence Shelton for him today on Franklin's side.
Yep.
I mean, don't be surprised if they run it again.
Exactly. So 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Franklin standing on the field getting ready, but
it takes a lot of pressure, though. I'll say this, like at the 7-yard line, it takes a lot of pressure off of Muskego's defensive linemen here. You don't have to rush too many defensive linemen up there, but now they're only bringing 3 to 4 guys now.
Muskego keeps 3 guys. Franklin keeps 3 guys on the right. Timeout. Muskego. So, anyways, going back to what we were going to say, let's check in on some scores while we're at it. We haven't done that in a while, so.
We'll see. All right. Let's see what we got here. 42-0. Marquette leads over Fond du Lac.
That's over. Kimberly and Nita's at 7-7. I just saw.
Verona and Sussex Hamilton still 13-7. Kana.
Sussex Hamilton winning, by the way.
Sussex Hamilton was leading in the third quarter. Badgers still leads Kettle Moraine 21-0 in Division 2.
That's the most shocking one to me all night. But that just shows Badgers
an
scary.
underrated team. I'll say that.
Yeah, they're a pretty scary team.
My big dark horse predictions to go to state this year, and it's really living up to that hype so far right now. Being able to stop Kettle Moraine's dominant team. Looks like their defense has been able to hold up.
All right, here we go. 2nd and goal for the 7. Seven for Franklin. Wait a minute. Yep, 2nd and goal for the 7. Hands off to Shelton. Shelton cutting back and take it down. It's going to be 3rd down now. Still trying to go down. And Muskego reads that one pretty well, so now they take Franklin to 3rd down.
Play call is going to be very interesting. This next play right here. 3rd down and 3rd and goal at about like the 7 still, I believe. Yeah, they didn't get nothing out of it. 6. Got a yard out of it. But now Terrence Shelton, if you look at it, he's on the right side of the field now, so they're going to pass.
So 3 wide receivers on the right. Calais rolls the pass. Looking in the end zone. And he's going to go down. It's going to be a touchback, but Muskego gets the key interception that they needed.
Oh, my goodness.
That could have just saved the game for him because going down 21-7 could be trouble. That could have just saved the game for him right there. Interception.
Joey Calais just had another miscue, throwing another interception right there. I mean, he did it that first drive where they had it, and he threw it in the end zone, miscue. And then the other time again, just now, you're 6 yards away from the end zone. If you have to, just throw it out of bounds and kick the field goal.
Yeah.
But
so
Muskego, wow.
So with 111,
right back.
So the ball will be on the 20-yard line because of the touchback and the interception, but Muskego trailing 14-7 here with 1:11 left here in the third quarter.
And now Muskego, they're gonna have a chance to tie this game up again.
Horn under
Huge
center.
break.
Horn under center, waiting the snap. 1st and 10 for the 20 of their own. Down 14-7. Horn gets the snap, hands it off up the middle, trying to push his Jack Labish, but take it down and gain about 2 or 3 on the play.
Well, same.
Got him to the 25, so gain of 5. So 4 yards gained the play, down to the 24.
Got a couple on the run right there, but Franklin, they're still reading that double wing offense really well. And
So Calais throws an interception, now Horn threw an interception, now Calais throws an interception.
Second.
Even it out.
Yeah, second interception for Clay, though, tonight, though. Something rare you see from him this year.
Yeah, so one guy in the backfield for Muskego. Hands it off once again in the backfield. Nice read there by Franklin's defense.
Obviously the double wing offense is specifically supposed to be just run the ball, but you gotta pass it now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pass it if you're Horn because
I keep saying this over and over again.
Yeah.
But Franklin's reading the run really well now, whether it goes to the three guys of Krause, Labish, and Schneider, but they gotta throw the ball. Braden Horn, I don't know. Like I said, let it go, and then you gotta just go.
So we're gonna head to game break, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the third quarter. Franklin leads 14-7 at the end of the third quarter. We will take a game break.
Their D-line's good.
Welcome back to In Pro Field, ladies and gentlemen. Elijah Banks alongside Matt Peck here. 14-7 lead. The Franklin Sabres lead over the Muskego Warriors, the 1 seed, 2 seed versus 1 matchup here. And the right to play in the sectional final next week to go to state at Camp Randall here. Franklin opened up the second half with a touchdown drive. Both teams went 3 and out. And then Braden Horn throws an interception. Pick 6, I should say. To number 32 on Franklin that time. Dominic Walters, the sophomore. And now Franklin comes back with momentum, stops. Muskego gives the ball right back to Franklin. And now Franklin.
So now
Muskego gets an interception in the red zone while Franklin drives, and now they get the ball back good here. Third down though.
So 3rd and 6 for the 24 of their own for Muskego. One guy in the backfield, one guy lined up on the left too for Muskego as well. Different kind of motion here.
Horn gets a snap.
Horn gets a snap. Gonna pass this time. He's rolling to the left, looking down. Horn's gonna keep it himself, but goes out of bounds. Taken out of bounds hard though. Late hit out of bounds
Good
there.
defensive coverage right there in the secondary for Franklin. Horn didn't have enough time to find anybody as Manny Joseph was trailing right behind him.
So marked at the 28-yard line.
Stop now.
Yeah, they're gonna have to play stoppage ball on
It's
defense.
definitely smart that you punt it right here because you don't want to give Franklin the ball in enemy territory again.
That's for
Franklin,
sure.
remember what happened last time they went on 4th and 1? Franklin
Yeah.
was able to read the run and stop him right away.
Yeah, and plus you're down here. It's 4th and 2. Muskego's gonna
Got a
punt
whole
it. They're
quarter
doing a
left,
good
too.
decision. Yeah, so just gotta play the stoppage ball on defense, but then you gotta score Muskego
I
too.
hope this is a really good punt from Braden Bratz, though.
Yeah,
The timeout.
flag is thrown. It's on Muskego too. Delay of game.
Wow.
So Muskego's having trouble today. I mean,
Second delay of game of the night for Muskego.
they're taking a while to snap the ball. I mean, that's been killing them too. I mean, let's be realistic here. So now the ball gets moved back to the 23 and a half mark line. So now they're going to punt it on 4th and 7. It was originally 4th and 2. So drop snap. You got to get it off. Punch it away. Oh my lord. Oh my. So now that's going to be down at the 30-yard line. So Franklin's going to come out in Muskego territory at the 30-yard line. That's not what you needed. I mean, the Muskego's had some trouble on special teams too.
It's not a good look.
The high snap that got blocked last time, they stopped Franklin in territory, and now the drop snap. I mean, for Muskego, it's not going.
It's not a good look for that long snapper for Muskego that time, the second time now. And both times Franklin executed really well on it. Now,
so now 1st and 10 for Franklin. Clay gets the snap, hands off to Shelton. Shelton pushing up the middle, trying to spin down to about the 28-yard line.
now at this point, Franklin, you gotta just keep getting down, first downs in the field, and throw the ball, run the ball with Shelton. You got the weapons, like I said again, but Calais, he's been a little iffy today with a couple interceptions in crucial moments. So I think right now you got to stick with Shelton in the run game here. It's been very successful here, as it's been hard to take him down, but Muskego, you got to really read that Shelton run.
So for the 29-yard line, one wide receiver on the right, 2 guys on the left for Franklin. Shelton in the backfield behind Calais. 2nd and 9. Clay gets the snap, hands off to Shelton again. Shelton
That's
pushing.
a hold, no.
And there's going to be... And there was
Yeah,
no
that's
hold
not a
call on the
good
play. There was clearly holding on the defensive line.
Offensive line.
Offensive line, that's what I meant to say for Franklin.
And
But
that's a crucial one right there because Franklin's only a yard short of the first down now. I don't know about that call. But Franklin, they get it, so.
Oh, and Muskego moves. Wait.
Yeah.
Yep, so it's going to give Franklin
Yeah.
a first down, 3rd and 1.
It's not a good look.
So,
That could be the.
I mean,
I don't wanna say it like
nothing's
that,
for
but-
sure yet, but like 10:36, Franklin scores here. I mean, that's
You're in
just
field goal
huge.
territory now with Cooper Miller now too, so you kick a field goal even up right now too, even if Muskego gets a stop and you can have a 2-possession lead still.
It's all right. So 2 wide receivers on the left for Franklin, 1 guy on the right, 1 guy in the backfield next to Shelton, next to Calais. Gets the snap, hands off to Shelton once again. Ran well that. Spins out of it, but rebounded that time. Muskego's defense.
It's like Terrence Shelton, man. He's just so strong out there. He's so hard to take down, and the defender of Muskego just had all of his body onto him, and he just wouldn't go down. But good thing he had help right there. Otherwise, he could have been gone.
So 2nd and 9 now. About 9:50 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Franklin has the ball in Muskego's red zone, so they could possibly go up 21-7. So 1 wide receiver set up on each side, 1 guy in the backfield for Calais. Calais gets the snap, hands off to Shelton once again. Shelton trying to push through the middle, take it down. Gain about 1 or 2 on the play. So Franklin just continues to run the football. I mean, they have a pretty good pass game too. I mean, they should try to utilize it.
How about this now? It is still 21-0. Badger leads in the 4th quarter right now on Kettle Moraine. Kettle Moraine, the reigning Division II state champions, on the verge of getting eliminated.
I mean, so it's 3rd and 9 now. We'll go to the score after that. 2 wide receivers on the left. Shelton in the backfield. They got to get to about the 6 for a first down. Calais gets the snap, rolls the pass, rolls to the left, passes caught on the left side, trying to push, he's in! Touchdown, Franklin!
And that's Wade Meisner on that one. Sabre Country is up and roaring, and number 6 for Franklin. Let's see who that is, getting that student section up right now. Will Grafton, the senior here. How about that? The Franklin Sabres now
20-7
up 2 possessions.
with 8:47 left.
Yeah, they're going to have a chance to... They're going to have a chance.
So one thing Muskego is going to have to do, they're
Don't
going to throw the ball.
underestimate Muskego. They're still knocking. Yeah.
So the kick is up and is good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stay with you, but thanks you guys for listening to us tonight on Max Preps and Just a Game Live. Broadcasting at many different high schools this year. We were at Franklin. We were at Franklin last week. We're at Muskego this week. We've been at Kettle Moraine. We've been at Muskego. We've been everywhere. We've been even at Neenah this year, for God's sakes. I mean, we've been everywhere. So, I mean, we're going all over the state.
They're gonna unsuck you again.
So, it's interesting. So, 21-7 lead for Franklin. I mean, let's give us some score, Elijah.
Sussex Hamilton late in the 3rd quarter still leads 13-7 over Verona. So if the score stands right now, it will be Sussex Hamilton versus Franklin next week. But this game's not over yet. Obviously,
And Sussex Hamilton's game's not over yet
Sussex
either.
Hamilton's
so Verona
game's
can
not
still,
over yet either. Yep.
because Verona, all they need is a touchdown, an extra point. They're winning.
Yep.
So
It looks like they're able to stop Tyler Hatcher in that good offense here.
So Verona fought against Muskego early in the year. Speaking of that Verona-Muskego connection.
Man, we could actually potentially see that matchup too. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they fought each other week 1 with a 55-yard game-winning field goal. I mean, it was just
Gabe Walden, right?
Yeah, I mean it was just
But focusing back to this game, Muskego's gonna have to. They got the pass.
yeah. It's gonna be a kick, and it's gonna be taken about the 4-yard line out to the
Big
15,
return right
out to
here.
the
They need
20. Schneider trying to take it down, takes it down to the 25-yard line.
About a touch back right there, pretty much.
Muskego's offense comes back on the field, led under Braden Horn. Down 14 points with 8:41 left here. 1st and 10, they will set up. So I think they need to score, but they need to score fast. And they need to get a defensive stop, I mean, because it's going to take a lot. And if they do all that, the clock's going to be almost at 0.
I mean, this offense, I'll say right now, the Muskego offense looks a lot like how it did against Oak Creek in the beginning of the year. You only score your first drive, look amazing, and then you can get anything done after that until the end of the game. But let's see if that can happen right here. Maybe you can still get it going at the end of the game.
So 1st and 10 for the 25-yard line. The one wide receiver on the left. Horn's going to pass over the left side. It's caught. He's trying to push down to the 33-yard line.
Hey, not a bad start, but you got to go.
Pass caught to Krause there.
This is the point of the game where for Muskego, you can't huddle it up right now. You got 8.5 minutes left.
All right, here we go. Horn looks to pass. Pass it over the right side. It's dropped. Oh, man, you got to catch that.
Yeah, very.
Krause drops it there. I mean, you're trying to come back in the game here.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, you're down 14 to Franklin with 8:22 left. So you gotta get moving here.
If Muskego has to score here, I think you gotta go get a touchdown here. But like over 5 minutes still left on the clock at most.
So one wide receiver on each side for Muskego. They're clearly passing the ball more now. One guy in the backfield. Horn awaiting the snap. Horn gets the snap. Gonna pass quickly to the right side. That's blocked down.
That's Chase Miller.
Chase Miller that time. Why he's ranked in the rankings?
He volleyball swatted that one down just like when girls volleyball did it last weekend against
the spike.
Get down, whatever. Yeah, I'm not that. But it's 4th down now. Here's the thing to keep in mind. This might be it for Muskego if they can't get it right here, though.
They have to get it here. They have to get it here. That's my opinion because
you can't punt it. You can't afford a turnover on downs anymore.
So one guy on each side for Muskego lined up. One guy in the backfield. Horn awaiting the snap.
They're gonna bring pressure.
Got to get to the 36. Run it out the middle. Trying to spin out of it. He stopped short. And Franklin running in and off the field. The student section erupts over there. Franklin is just blowing the gates open tonight.
It seems like right after that first touchdown Muskego had, it's been all Franklin all game long. And the Sabres.
That kind of reminds me of a game we called in the playoffs, level 1. Arrowhead versus Muskego.
Yeah.
Muskego went up 14-0 early. They did not do much after that.
This game, it's more of a defensive fight, but Joey Calais, Terrence Shelton, Luz Brown, they're all figuring out this offense slowly against Muskego. And Muskego, they've had a lot of miscues on the offense with the delay of games, false starts. That's killed them all game.
Between the two teams, we have two of the best coaches out there.
Ken Krause.
Yep, and Lewis Brown. So Calais gets a snap, hands off to Shelton. Shelton cut around the left side.
There's a flag down.
Flag thrown.
Finally, it's not in doubt, and the game's not in doubt.
So,
think that might be coming back.
Let's see. Holding against the offense. Yep, you're correct. So it's coming back.
And there's some moments, though, where that could have been called earlier on when Franklin had the ball, but now they call it. But that's what Muskego just needs right now in the moment here. They need to get anything they can get at this moment.
But Franklin, you're not going to see a lot of passing out of them anymore because they just want to run down the clock and go home and win and play in level 4. So they're not going to be passing a lot anymore unless they absolutely need to. So it's 1st and 20 now for them. They get pushed back into a 10-yard holding penalty. So for the 42-yard line in Muskego's territory, Franklin will set up with one wide receiver on each side, one guy in the backfield being Shelton. Shelton's had the ball almost all day. Shelton gets the ball once again, cutting over the middle, taking down. There's going to be probably another holding penalty at Franklin. Let's see, another flag on the field thrown. And it's against Franklin again, a holding penalty once again.
They're going to go even farther back now.
So now it's going to be a 1st and... let's see what they mark.
It's another 10 yards.
Yeah.
They're going to have to mark this one.
So, 7:37 left in this game. Franklin leads 21-7. 1st and 27 for Franklin. After 2 holding penalties that go against them. One wide receiver set up on each side for Franklin.
And now you're
Shelton in the backfield.
You're looking at 1st and 27 now, too.
Yeah. So Calais waiting to snap. Calais gets the snap. They're going to have to pass now. I mean, and he hands off to Shelton. Shelton bolstering it over the middle, spins out of it, but met once again by the Muskego defenders. Take it down at about the 39. So that's going to move them up. But the clock keeps running. It's one thing Muskego's got to look at. I mean,
Franklin was this dangerous team in the second half. That's why we, after they beat, let's just think about it. I mean, they beat Oak Creek 41-0, their rivals, but after that, they really haven't played anyone close.
And this is the biggest team they played all year.
Yeah, so one wide receiver set up on each side, one guy in the backfield being Shelton.
I think that Catholic Memorial game set them up, though.
Yeah.
Really well this year.
Not even close to being favored in that game, and they just blew away Catholic Memorial that game. Hands off to Shelton. Shelton up the middle. Shelton trying to fight there, but really blown dead. No movement there
Well,
by the referee.
if Muskego doesn't call any timeouts here, which they shouldn't right now because they're down 2 possessions,
Yep.
looking at about like a little under 4 minutes left, you're going to get the ball here. If you get a stop on Franklin, it's not a good look. You're going to have to get 14 points in four and a half
Franklin
minutes.
just letting that clock roll out. I mean, there's 5:55 left in this game. Muskego's down 14.
That's why that last drive was a killer for Muskego. Punter dropped the snap right there. He should have caught it.
Yeah.
It's a really big mistake by Braden Batts that last drive.
3rd and 15 for Franklin. Shelton in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 guy on the left.
Don't be surprised if they still.
They got to get to the 25 to get a first down.
Franklin.
So timeout Franklin. I think they're going to draw a pass play. They want to get the first down and basically start that clock.
I'm not going to call anything out here, but this is a situation where you see a lot of trick plays, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it a few
Come out
times.
of nowhere.
We saw it on a few teams in the last few years, like late in the playoffs like this. This is the furthest we did the games last year. Just remember, we didn't do a level 4 game last year. We would have had Hamilton versus Muskego last year. We would have.
It's looking a lot like
But some of us chose to go to the Badger game instead.
all of us did.
And we did our state Madden Cast show from home last year, so.
Goal is to be at a game next week, obviously. and
Yeah.
We'll be with you guys at Camp Randall in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's one we'll be at for sure. I mean, we'll be doing Division 2 and Division 1 there. Be paying $100 a game.
And next week we'll look to get a game, but it's not confirmed what we're gonna get yet. Obviously, there's
WIA
games
could
in
get-
progress still too.
Yeah, WIA could get rich off of us.
Yeah.
So, 3rd and 15, 5:41 left. 5:40 left in this game. Franklin has the ball on the 40-yard line of Muskego. They got to get to the 25 for a first down. So Clay gets a snap. Going to roll back to pass. Looking. Clay over the middle. That's caught. Stays on his feet. Still pushing. And taken down just a few yards short of the first down. He's down to about the 27.
And Andrew Heumann, I think he's only like 2 to 3 yards short.
Yeah.
If you're Franco right here, I think you go for it.
I think
As
so
crazy
too.
as this sounds, you've been so successful with Terrence Shelton on the day. You're going to go for it, 4th down and 2 here. He can just run up the middle and almost call it a game right here.
I mean, Franklin Athletics is having to start to the school year, man. I mean, with the state potential runs they had, I mean.
And here's another thing, too. I'm going
Yeah.
to give this one, after this play. Hold on.
Yeah, so one wide receiver to the left now for Franklin. 2 guys in the backfield behind Clay. Clay under center this time. Clay gets the snap, hands it off. Trying to push. Does he get over?
He got it, I think.
Franklin shows first down.
Yep.
Last effort. I mean, that's probably it. I mean,
The last effort, yeah,
Let's
he
see.
pushed it right through it, and I think he got it.
Lewis Brown almost on the middle of the field.
Brown's gonna go
And
crazy.
first down! Franklin!
Yeah, that might be it for Muskego.
Yeah, I think that's the last straw right there, to be honest, because
Because now, if you're Muskego, you're going to have to use your 3 timeouts. in
you're at
this.
4:35 left this game down by 14. You would absolutely, I mean, need Shelton to fumble it, or they're not going to pass so much anymore, so you're going to need Shelton to fumble it. Basically, if you're Muskego, but
On
if you're,
defense, you just got to hope for Shelton. You got to, like, pull the ball out of his arms or
yeah, you got to do
something
something.
at this point.
It's fumble or nothing at this point.
And Franklin, you're looking really good right now.
2 wide receivers on the left, 1 guy on the right, Shelton in the backfield. Calais winning the snap. First down and 10 for the 25 of Muskego. Gets the snap. Shelton taking up the middle. Shelton pushing through up the middle. Down to about the 18-yard line. Timeout called by Muskego. They're going to start using those timeouts.
At this point for Muskego, you're going to need a miracle to come back, but it's going to be really hard now when you got a kicker and Cooper Miller who could hit 40-plus yard field goals. Obviously, that first one got blocked earlier, but it's a chance to kick one here and seal the deal if it comes down to that. Put it
Yeah,
up 3
so-
possessions, too, I should say.
Timeout is called on the field, so. So, I mean, there's like, oh, we got an update on that Sussex-Hamilton game?
Let's see.
Anything? We might as well give score updates while we're on the...
I'm gonna go on this because the other one hasn't been. All right, I'm gonna go back to score stream.
Yeah, because they take a while because they got to make the graphic and everything for that. Still 13-7.
13-7 in the third quarter. Still Sussex Hamilton leads over Verona. Like I said again, if the scores stay the same, obviously the Verona and Hamilton game can get overturned.
I think that Franklin first down right there was the last straw. So I think it's gonna be Franklin against the winner of Hamilton and Verona next week.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so
But you don't know who's gonna win that Hamilton Verona game.
yeah,
yet.
it's still going.
really
It's still in
close.
progress over there. One wide receiver on the left hands it off to Shelton. Shelton trying to push up the middle. Take it down.
Any effort he could get.
He's
at
trying to
this
get every
point.
effort he can. The refs are just gonna blow it dead.
And one more first down could pretty much do it for him.
Yeah, I mean, you got 3:52 left. I mean, yeah, one timeout left now.
Let's talk about a game the Franklin Sabres are having here. I mean, all the fans probably at point after are probably going crazy now. Not the Franklin Sabres are one win away from state if they can finish it off right here. But talk about the job they did to come into Impro Field, Muskego, the team they played last year in the Level 2 playoffs. Obviously,
Yeah.
Clay didn't even play. Austin Holloran, the senior.
I mean, Franklin in general is going to be noisy after this game. I mean,
Yeah.
noise hasn't been their best friend. Go to the community page. I'm just kidding. Not to take a hit at the city or nothing. I'm just saying, you know, like show the game with the rock or something. That's what I like to say. Like,
You know,
I mean, everyone knows what's going on. I mean, the whole fight over there, but like,
I got to give an amazing credit to head coach Lewis Brown. He has led this tremendous team. Last year was a really down year after winning the state championship, but now he brought his team back up to the top, and I'll say it again. If they can finish it off right here, they'll be one game away from state again. And the Franklin Sabres has been a tremendous job. Terrence Shelton, especially late in the season, the postseason, he's been an MVP. And here he
hands
goes.
off to Shelton. Shelton over the middle.
And he's
He stays up on his feet. Oh my God! Touchdown! Oh man!
Terrence Shelton!
Oh my gosh!
Are you kidding me?
Did he not? I mean,
He just didn't go down.
That is crazy.
These guys are blowing whistles.
And the refs didn't blow it dead, but they just let him go.
I mean,
I think that's going to be the game sealer.
oh, that is definitely the game stealer. I mean, they're up 21. They're going to be up 21 with 3:44 left. I mean, they're going to be playing Sussex Hamilton or Verona next week for the game to go to state. That's
Stay
for sure.
tuned to that one, Franklin fans. And Cooper Miller now is going to come and attempt the extra point.
And the kick is up. And it is good. It's a 28-7 lead for Franklin.
Now,
Wow.
Eagle fans starting to pour out now as this game
Yeah,
reaches
that's-
pretty much out of range here. 21-point lead for the Sabres now. And as I was just talking about how Franklin, talk about the run they've had this year, I'm going to say this is a little bit of a deja vu from their 2021 run a little bit here, right? I mean,
Yeah, I
you're
mean-
in this game right now, you're undefeated still. And next week, you're going to get a date with either Tyler Hatcher. I think that Justin Gum, the head coach of Sussex Hamilton, runs a similar offense to Lewis Brown. I think that's going to be a shootout game next week if it comes to that. But we don't
Yeah.
know yet. Still, it could be Verona or Sussex Hamilton. It's still 13-7.
Yeah, we know it's going to be Franklin for sure because, you know, they're up 21. The fans are leaving. I mean, it's going to be Franklin. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But it's just who's the other piece on the end of the puzzle.
And that's why you guys got to – I recommend you guys download ScoreStream and check in Sussex Hamilton. Type Sussex Hamilton in the search bar. Come up with that football team there after the game, your guys' game.
Unless you have NFHS Network, then you can watch
Yeah.
it. $12.99 a month. Another company that tries to scam people for high school sports. So, kicks it off. It's going to be a squib kick this time. For the 30, down to the 35, out to the 37-yard line. So it was Krause that took the reception kick on that time.
Still unbelievable effort tonight by the Franklin Sabres to come and get it done tonight against a really good double wing offense in Muskego and being able to stop that run game of the terrific trio, Jack Labish, Max Schneider, Ashton Krause, Aiden Krause. Talk about a year, though, for this Muskego Warriors team.
Yeah.
They've had a pretty good run this year.
All right. So Muskego will set up with one wide receiver on each side. Definitely passing now for sure. One guy in the backfield.
Have to.
Horn away in the snap. Rolls back to pass. Quickly passes over the left side. Trying to cut over down to the 50-yard line. But the clock keeps running, though. You got to remember that. So Muskego hurrying out to the line like there's 25 seconds left. They're going to have to keep doing that. One wide receiver on the right now.
You're gonna have to go deep.
To the 50-yard line. You're going to have to go deep.
You're
But
down by
Horn's gonna,
21.
you're going to have to give Horn time to go deep, though, too. Just remember that. Horn's quick pass over the left side. Dropped.
Or at
Oh,
least,
man.
at least if you catch the ball on
By
the
Schneider.
screen
Dropped.
pass, you got to go out of bounds at least to stop the clock. You don't want to end up using any of your timeouts, or if just to get Horn set, it takes him about like 10 seconds just to get set. So it takes too much time off the clock if you're Frank or if you're Muskego. This game is pretty much over, but unexpected things happen, but it's pretty much out of reach.
28-7 lead.
Now it looks like Muskego, they got two guys out now. One on
Second
the
and
left
10.
right.
Horn rolls back to pass. Get sacked! Down to the 40-yard line.
Ball's out too.
Ball's out too, I think. No, the ref's going to rule him down.
And a sack. Number 91 that time, Benjamin Hefter, coming like a freight train out of nowhere for the sack. And he pretty much had the dagger right there.
So 3rd and 19 now for Muskego from their own 40-yard line. 3 minutes left in this game, down 21. Horn rolls back, rolls to left now. Looking downfield, Horn is going to be incomplete. So Franklin one play away here basically from just being able to kneel it out.
Crowd's about to go electric if they could get a stop right here, knowing this is
The
it.
big question is, you look over the student section, will they storm the field?
They've had a lot of previous experiences doing it, but
Depends who the athletic director is. Cordell Smith, is he one that likes people running on the field or not? I mean, each school, you get warned about that before, if you want it, rush the field or not.
I think
So,
we can expect an Everyone Goes Nuts video from Thomas Stock, Oak Creek TV director,
Yeah,
there,
he's here.
video guy.
He was here tonight too. Muskego, let's give them a congratulations. They have one of the best TV streams that I've seen in the state.
Give
for
him
a school.
credit this year.
One Warrior, they let us come. Thanks, Ryan McMillan. Kyle Thoreau. Man, I can't even say that name right.
Helping us out with tech.
Peter Matson over there in the room next to us, doing a terrific job with the filming here once again. We'll be back here for basketball for sure. We're expecting to have a pretty good team again at basketball. They were kind of that brink wildcard team last year. Competed for the Classic A title last year. So, I mean, they're going to have a good program here, too. Baseball is going to be good here once again. They have a terrific girls soccer program here at Muskego. But Franklin, coming up with Coach Padell in basketball, too. They're going to have...
They have a good chance for state, too, I think.
In basketball, I think,
their
too, yeah.
sectional isn't too bad, right? Other than a couple teams.
Other than Brookfield Central,
Yeah.
they're sectionally too bad.
Are they supposed to be that good?
I think so. I think they got a really good winning culture in basketball, yeah. So anyways, let's go back to here. For the 41-yard line, Muskego, 4th and 19. Horn's going to have to go deep. I mean, hey, Horn rolls back to pass, goes over the left side. Intercepted!
Oh, he's got to take to the house, too.
35.
That's
30,
it. This is the game.
20.
Taylor Summers.
Touchdown, Taylor Summers!
And just a cherry on top for the Franklin Sabres.
No, you didn't.
Taylor
34.
Summers, the leading senior for this Muskego defense, comes in and, like I said, puts the cherry on top. This is it.
34-7. I mean, this is just, oof.
It got ugly really fast for Muskego.
Yeah, I mean,
Braden Horn, second pick six of the game. Yikes.
so Muskego will fall in their second game of the year. I mean, this Franklin team is hot at the right time. I just gotta say that. I mean,
I really do think this Franklin team has a chance to go right back to state. This is a dangerous team. This gives me a lot of flashbacks to that 21 state run.
I personally think whoever wins this side of the sectional is going to take state.
Yeah.
Because Kimberly right now seems to be on the struggling end. I mean,
Obviously, you might have Marquette, though. I mean, they got a really good
Marquette. I mean,
defense.
you could have a Milwaukee State championship.
Yeah. How about that? A Milwaukee State championship, possibly.
Played at AmFam Field or played at Arrowhead.
I'm going to try to see if we got any score updates here from that game even more.
The kick is up and is good. It's a 35-7 game. Elijah, we're going to stay with you to keep score updates.
Ooh,
Verona's
Verona has
winning.
taken the lead over Sussex Hamilton, 14-13. The Wildcats late in the third quarter now over Sussex Hamilton, and the Lake Geneva Badgers closing in on defeating Kettle Moraine here. All the Classic 8 teams looking out of shape right now here.
So, yeah. So, Notre Dame Academy trails. That's what I just got in. Notre Dame Academy, who's up in Green Bay, trails Mount Horn Barneville 21-20. That's one score that's coming in here. Yep. Just saw that here 11 minutes ago. 2:58 left.
And what was the score in that Kimberly game?
Let's see here.
Interesting to see that one because that's a big factor to Franklin here in this one for potential chance to. I mean, you got one more win left until you try to go to state, but
Kimberly's up 14-7. 8 minutes left of the game there over Nita, which is a very close game.
I think that Franklin's got one of the best offenses so far late in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like you said, their offense is hot. The team is hot.
So Nick,
right at the right time.
So Krause takes it out. Krause trying to get it on the right side, take it down about the 32-yard. Going back to Sussex and Hamilton, Nick Keene last week had that terrific catch to concede the game over Arrowhead. That game was rated the #1 catch in the country last week by X-Preps.
Unbelievable.
I mean, the one-hand shovel, and Steve Montoya, considered our boss, called it maybe possibly the catch of the year coming from the state of Wisconsin. That is awesome.
Hey, I mean, it was a pretty controversial call, though. I mean, they had replays that game in the West Sports game. I don't want to say it like in a bad way, but some might have said it was a drop catch as it could have hit the ground or not, but they ruled the catch, and I think it was an amazing catch still.
Yeah.
And it looks like Muskego's bringing in a backup quarterback now. Number 4, Joey Shaw.
So no wide receivers on the outside.
At this point, they just run the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to run the ball. There's 2:40 left here in the game. So take it off to the right side. Take it down, though. Leto that time on the carry for Muskego.
Think about this, though. We were at halftime, and this game was 7-7.
Yep.
Franklin has scored 28 unanswered points, and they made the score look ugly fast, just like how that Oak Creek game turned out last week. It's a very sad and disappointing finish for the Muskego Warriors, but Franklin Sabres.
Take it off to the right side. Cut it to the right side. Back down to the 40-yard line.
I mean,
that is Alex Smook that time.
I saw at the beginning of the postseason here, players like Jox Brooks, Manny Joseph on Twitter, for they got ranked the 2nd seed in the playoffs. They didn't like that, so they did the Deion Sanders it's personal tweet.
So that's actually was going to bring up too.
Yeah.
So they 2nd seed Franklin got. This was their statement game. Come in and win the game.
And now let's think about this, Matt Peck. They're one win away from state now.
So now they're going to have to. Mosquito's going to just play the handoff game. Hands it off to the left side. Take it down. It's going to be a Muskego first down to the 43-yard line. That was Jackson Nemec on the carry that time for Muskego.
Franklin student section getting the slights out here, waving the Muskego Warriors goodbye here.
And take it down. So going to go back to the
66.3%.
So going back to the poll that I ran earlier today, before each game we do, I asked people who they think are going to win. So 80 people voted. 66% said Muskego was going to win this game. I always do this before every game. I just got a notification. It just ended now. That's weird. Anyways. Quarterback under center here. Hands it off to the left side. Going down is Leto. Could be close for a first down. So with 30 seconds left, I think the game is just going to concede here now. Maybe run one more play.
How about Lewis Brown's team right now? Again, about to go one win away. Sectional final next week to go to state.
Yeah. All right, here we go. With 16 seconds left. The City of Franklin's about to get noisy here. Okay,
I'll give a score update right after.
All right, after this game finishes. And running out to the right side, take it down, and I think that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. The clock runs down. The Franklin Sabres have come into Muskego and won 35-7. Elijah plugs his ears. He thought I was like too loud, but Franklin, the number 2 seed, is going to advance to play either Verona or Sussex Hamilton next week.
Speaking of Verona versus Sussex Hamilton right after Verona scores a touchdown.